Do you want to say g'day again?
G'day everyone. Today is all about knots. Like what knot should you not tie and how not to knot. Yes, stick around. I typically like to tie an FG knot, especially we run a braid to leader setup. I like to throw the braid as it kind of gives you that bit of extra power to pull a fish out of somewhere. If you've got like a lot of rocky structure, it just gives you a little bit more backbone. So a lot of people are afraid of the FG knot. I know that myself personally, going from, I used to tie an Albright knot on everything and going to a different class of rod, especially these in-feed rods, they really have small guides at the tip of the rod. So an Albright just doesn't cut it anymore. You've got the tag facing forward when you tie the knot. I never really wanted to tie the FG knot because it's pretty intimidating, but there's a lot of ways to do it. When you get much thinner with your leader line, it gets a little bit more complicated because you find that the braid actually starts to curl the leader as you're tying it. Now, I like to tie it with a bit of tension, and what I find is the easiest way to do that is pop the rod in a holder or pop the rod just kind of leaning back against your chair, and you don't have to put it in your teeth. This is the best part. It doesn't have to stay in your teeth. So tying it like this, don't have to do it. Grab yourself your leader or your braid, and just wrap it around your pinky a few times. And then what you can do is you can just let it go. It's great. I don't have to hold this in my teeth. I can see exactly what I'm doing, and it is awesome. So grab your leader. I like to go over the top. So I like to push it over the top like this and just loop it around once. Right, so just like that, it's looped around. Now you can wrap this around your finger if you'd like. I don't like to do that. I just like to kind of grip it and hold it like that. So once you've wrapped it through one way, you're just going to keep pulling that around and you're just going to wrap it around the braid. Now, I like to do this and keep a bit of tension on the braid. That's why I've got the rod in a little holder and I've got it tied around the bottom end of my pinky. All I'm doing is I'm just wrapping that around. I like to go 12 times for an FG knot. If you go any more than that, you get a really big bulky knot that doesn't tighten up around the end properly. And if you can't get that last loop tight, it's not gonna grab the leader properly. So just spinning it around, and that's it. That's 12. When you get to this point, grab the very end of the knot with your left hand or right hand, whichever you're doing, and you can let it go. Now, I like to just do one half hitch over the top. Yes, I'm going to use my teeth. But I just push it over the top like this, and I push that in. And there's your half hitch, straight over the top. Now, you can do a second, but it's not necessary. So from here, give it a little bit of a tight, bit of a cinch. Now, with the more high-end leaders, you don't need to pull on it too hard. If you start pulling on it too hard, you'll actually cut through the leader. So, same again, we've now got that knot cinched down. It's good. Now we're going to go 3 half hitches over the top. So, same again, I grab these two like that. I just grab that with my fingers, create a loop, push that through the middle, and I grab that tag with my teeth. I'm not going to pull it tight with my teeth. Because I like my teeth. I want to keep them the way they are and, you know, not cut a big old thing through it with a bit of braid. So, and then same again. So there's 1/2 hitch. We'll tie a second. It's a little difficult because it's fairly windy right now. Second. Okay, now I'm actually going to cut that leader off. I'm going to cut it as close as I can get to the braid without obviously cutting through the braid. Okay, now we can give ourselves a little bit of line. Having the tension on it right now is not that big a deal. Okay, now you're just going to do a few more 1/2 hitches. Straight over. They don't all have to be like left-hand hitch, right-hand hitch. There's a lot of, I don't know, a lot of hearsay about them all being, you know, you've got to alternate, you've got to go one left hand, one right hand, one left hand, so they stack better. I've never had a problem with it, so I just do all right hands. Put it down. Now this last one, I don't do a 1/2 hitch. It starts exactly the same way. You make a loop, take your tag line, put it through the center, and instead of pulling it straight, go back through the loop again. So go twice, and then 3 times. Right, that's what we call a risotto finish. Now grab your tag end. The bloody wind. Pull it tight. Now from here, grab your tag and your main line for your braid and just give it a tug like that. And that's it. You're done. Now we'll just grab the scissors again. Cut off the tag to the braid. Same again, you want to get this nice and close. You don't want to be so close that you actually cut into your main line or your leader line. Now, it does cut a lot better if you've got a bit of tension on that tag end. And that's it. Nice, easy FG knot without having to do any crazy fancy thing where you wrap it around your feet, or you stick it in your teeth and you try and tie it up here. You just don't have to do it.